Okay. So from now on, whenever you hear I recommend everyone does this at this point. Whenever you hear a big star in wrestling become like a giant, I mean, not like big star, but like not like metaphorically in fame. I mean like big. I mean like this big, like myself. Jesus. I would recommend you call it something called the one-man gang conundrum, I guess. The one-man gang conundrum is where a top heel or a top heel giant, you could say, who was perfectly fine on paper, gets devolved into a comedy act that falls flat in his face. So yeah, here we go. Of course, where do we begin with the one-man gang himself? Okay. Now, I'm not saying that the one-man gang was a world beater, okay? Not saying that at all. What I am saying is the dude had a fair few amount of highlights in his early WWF run. For example, he was the last man eliminated in the first Royal Rumble. He was in the WWF Championship tournament at WrestleMania 4. He retired to superstar Billy Graham. Oh dear. Or something like that. Sorry, I'm stupid. Okay. I mean, to be fair, he had a fair amount of highlights. And then they turned him into Akeem the African Dream. Now, again, I want to reiterate that when it comes to most wrestling booking mistakes, most of the time it's not the fault of the wrestlers, it's more the fault of Vince McMahon himself. Just pointing that out. So basically, Akeem was portrayed as from the deepest, darkest parts of Africa. He was from South Carolina. He was shown like dancing in tribal ghettos with tribal Africans. And oh boy, the racist messages are going through your head right now, aren't they? I would like to remind you again that he was from South Carolina. I don't care that it made a more high profile after the image change. I don't care that he formed the Twin Towers with a big boss man. He was Akeem the African Dream. Obviously, I may have mentioned this in a future episode, but I mean, it seems kind of offensive to have a white guy portray an African, but that's just me apparently. Like, I mean, if you're gonna portray like a guy from the deepest, darkest parts of Africa, maybe make him not look offensive, but that's just me. Up next is Kane. Where do I begin? Now, I could obviously just say everything past 2003 after he took his mask off, but I'm just going to go over like the one where I think his heel run kind of devalued his character, I would say, and that being his run as Corporate Kane. Like, for comedy reasons, it worked out fine, because that's what the character was made for, comedy reasons. Like, if you're looking for like comedy reasons, it checks out. But like a guy who looks like your grandpa who looks like an accountant is a little bit of a step down from the devil's favorite demon. But that's just me apparently. The Big Show's number 3. Oh boy. These are in no particular order, just pointing that out. Now keep in mind, now say you're Vince McMahon for a minute here, okay? You have one of the biggest, sweatiest man on the planet who has just left WCW, okay? Now, he's obviously booked as Andre's son. He was heavily talented. You see, he definitely is heavily talented. I mean, how often do you see how often do you see a 500-pounder do a moonsault? Yeah, not often, I tell you that. Instead of booking him as the next version of Andre the Giant, instead, since I would say maybe since he debuted, he's had the following things happen to him. He's had, well, as Eddie Guerrero would say, because I don't want to get demonetized, caca. AKA shit. Yeah, he had Rudy poo on his forehead, you could say. Yeah. Oh yeah, he was also sprayed with the Rudy poo. What do you know? There was also that one instance where DX shoved Vince McMahon's head up his rectal. I'll just say, because I don't want to get demonetized. I don't know about you, but a guy who's been sprayed in, I'll say, Rudy poo, and having his boss's head straight up his derriere is a little bit of a step down from Andre the Giant's son. All right, this is the last one because this is lasting too long. The last one is going to be Albert. Where do I begin? So basically, here's what happened with Albert. He had a big success. He was okay in WWE, became big in Japan, and what did WWE do when he came back? They made him Lord Tensai. Because Japanese stereotypes, am I right? The gimmick didn't work, and he was forced to wear lingerie in public. Please kill me.